The call by Governor Soludo for Lagos boycott frivolous. Since the Governor Soludo made the call for Anambra traders in Lagos to relocate and bring home their businesses to their homeland, I have been struggling to process such a call. Coming from a professor of economics and a global citizen make it more difficult, assuming that these Anambra traders respond to the call of our political leader and representative, who is considered to be our governor. The traders would disperse throughout Anambra State. This does not imply that Lagos market will close, never. Other traders from the southeast and other parts of Nigeria will fill the void left by these traders and carry on with their enterprises because life harbors vacuums. Consider Chukwuma and Sons Motor Spare Parts, which is well known in the Lagos spare part market, packing up to return home to Anambra to establish itself due to a disagreement with its landlord. Extend this to all his Anambra co-travelers who left home to compete with the business needs of mega city like Lagos, or will relocate their stocks back home merely to serve Professor Charles Soludo, CFRS of Ego Corp. With such an exit and move shut down the Lagos spare parts market or other businesses controlled by Anambra traders. So they are the ones controlling the market in Lagos, the spare part market. This isn't about the security worry that has dominated their space since the governor's rash call, but rather the economic sense that such a call makes for the governor. Obviously, the Lagos market will continue to flourish and benefit those who are prepared, simply because Lagos has reached a level that neither envy nor prejudice can demolish. Lagos flourishes in business due to its size and strategic location in the country today. The average Anambra man or woman, like other ethnic groups in Lagos, benefit from the large markets and demands that Lagos provides. Asking them to relocate home would not shut down Lagos State, which is destined to grow even more. Rather, remittances from Lagos to Anambra will suffer because the market does not exist in Anambra State as it does in Lagos. No one will travel to your hideouts in search of you. Kindly perish the thought that consumers will come to Anambra to buy from Anambra traders if they needed the commodity. Those who are available will take over their demands while you perish at home. Those masturbating over the statements and calling for relocation clearly do not grasp Governor Chukwuma Soludo's gaffe. It's fine to encourage investors to consider your state as a new investment destination for a variety of reasons. Anyone will do so. However, capitalizing on the reported spat between some Igbo traders and their hosts to now ask your brothers and sisters to return home and relocate their businesses so you can collect more taxes even when the market is not available to completely absorbed. I might be wrong. Perhaps Charles Soludo, the much talked about economic titan, made a different call from my understanding and illustration, which I would ask him to buttress further so ranks like us would understand better. If not, then we voted for a clown as governor who doesn't understand change and narratives in the global economy. Anyone at this age still asking Igbos to return home is simply an enemy within, who doesn't even desire progress for our people and homeland. We must purge ourselves of whatever left of the 1967 civil war and bury this victimhood mentality so we can tap into the opportunities for which nature has availed us as indigenous people of present-day Nigeria. I will not fault the call by Dim Odimegu Ojukwu in the 1960s. A lot has changed since then and lessons have been learned, which Dim confessed to before his transition to the great beyond. The first call was a mistake and another would be a disaster. We must seek working political solutions to our present day challenges, if any. If Charles Soludo had traveled to Lagos State with other Southeast governors to meet with their counterpart at the Alausa government house to discuss challenges being faced by Igbo traders in this state, positives would have been garnered and long-term solutions to the differences would have been discussed and implemented. But instead, he left Oka through Umweri Airport only to call a town hall meeting for Anambra traders to boycott Lagos and relocate their businesses home, as that would be the only way to resolve the differences. They are everywhere, distorting the Aku Lu Uno philosophy, which loosely translates to remittances back home rather than business relocation to hideouts where no one will see them for patronage and consumption. They were made rich by the marketers in Lagos, not the other way round, and you are asking them to relocate back home. Aren't you silly? I have always heard the view that the Igbos, who are sojourners and traditional traders by nature, benefit more from Nigeria's unity and complexity than any other ethnic group. Our ability to live and do business anywhere gives us unrestricted access to the vast market size of the nation, and anyone urging us to return home is simply a household enemy. Instead of making ridiculous ego calls, our governors should be talking to their counterparts across whole states about our protection and equal treatment, which is often the issue. Who is even this person talking? At least from the way this person is talking, it sounds like somebody from the southeast, really. Okay, I think it's a Alino Arizi, okay, or Uloka. Is this one Uloka Chibuki? I don't even know which one of them. I have a Alino Arizi Uloka Chibuike. I think you and from my own point of view, you and Soludo una dey yarn pattern, because from what you have said, because I didn't even look it from that side, because even when Soludo was calling for people to come back home, the same people, the same Soludo that was even crying, that was, how will I put it? He was attacking, let me use that. He was attacking whether by default or by stylishly attacking Peter Obi during that campaign. He was talking, after the election, he was telling us, oh yes, Tinubu is the best, this and that. All these things happening in Lagos, Tinubu is aware of it. He's the one sending them. I'm made bold to say it. He cannot tell us he's not aware of this whole thing, because all these people are his boys. But now you are even indicting the Lagos state government, because they are telling us, oh, it is as a result of the cracks in the building, the buildings are dilapidated, which we know it is not true, because the government has already said they are going to do all of these things. And Soludo himself did not deem it fit. None of these governors in Lagos, in the southeast, has ever called them. Soludo is not even in the party. All of them that they are trying to, they want to try to play politics. These people that you are playing politics with, they don't even send you. They don't send you. No, put it in that language. If you like, put your head down, because Soludo is trying to, like, oh, I don't want to speak, so that people from the north, they will not. Those are the things. Those are the kind of game they are trying to play. Oh, maybe by the time he goes to the national to come out to go and vie for any position, they will support him. Forget it. Foul. These people, everybody already has a mindset. You have mindset towards some tribes. Other tribe has some kind of a mindset towards you. Unless we are going to have a responsible and a reasonable leader who is going to be president. If not, with all the crops of unreasonable people that we have at the end of our affairs, we are going nowhere. Soludo could not even call Tinubu, or even call what's this man's name? Even Sanwo-Olu. What is happening with our people? Apart from Ezekwesili and whether Ohaneze, who are saying they should tread softly and all of that. Even you two, you are talking about you are not even talking about the area, because they have been, this thing did not just start now. They have been, how will I put it? They have been intimidating and be threatening Igbos in one way or the other. They will not come and tell you the so-called whether they are Yorubas or they don't even know them. They will not tell you, you have to respect the host. You have to respect your host. And who told you that a market? Do you know what is going on in Onitsha? Because I'm always making reference to to all those places. Go to Onitsha and Aba and see what is happening there. Do you know the amount of businesses going on there? What are you talking about? That nobody will come and, do you know, in that houses, the people who go to that place, even when you go to the north, the people who are selling spare parts, and we know some kind of trade that some people are engaged in. When you talk of selling of cows, no matter how some other people want to do it, unless maybe you just want to use it for your local consumption, but when it comes to the real business, of course some people from other tribes are into it, but give it to the northerners. When you come to all those give it to them. That is what they are used to. But this idea of if they leave, other people will occupy the space, they will fill the vacuum. The question is that, why is it that they are not doing it now? Why is it that you have to leave, that it will take Igbos to leave? Once they leave, that other people will fill in the gap? Why is it that other people cannot do it? Because it's not like when we talk about selling of cows, it's not meant for only one person. It is what people have flair for. It is what they have been doing right from time immemorial. So when you talk about some of the businesses that the Igbos are doing, other people cannot do it. You can see maybe few people doing it, but when you talk about the large quantity of people or large numbers of people doing it, you can't even get it. All this idea of now we with this, go and ask what happened in Warri when they were doing all manner of things. They were misbehaving. By the time all those these oil companies, when they left, they just left some maybe small offices there. Go and see, that place is just something else. They were making mass. Now here they drink oil. When the oil companies, when they left, can you say Warri is the same way it used to be in those days? No. So all those nonsense people, they talk, they leave, girl, you know, girl, this, forget it. What is not, it is not. E no be, e be. So all the leaders from the southeast, they are supposed to be speaking, but they are just keeping quiet. It's only Ezekwesili that just came out, and Ohaneze, at times they will just speak. This guy dey there now, his mouth dey locked up, he's sealed. Joe Igboko, you know, if you talk anything. How can you be? Some people have been asking the question, all the Igbos who are in APC, where did they look? What is the problem? When I hear that, they don't know how to play politics, because I know that in all the political parties, even when you go to as small as a Showore party is, you still have Igbo people there. So the question we are always asking, does it mean that all the Igbos, when they get to the party or they are discussing, they will not tell you, all Igbos go and sit at the back? No. So why should you tell me that they don't know how to play politics? And most so, those who have been playing the politics, what have they brought to the table? What glory have they brought to Nigeria? They have given to Nigeria. Nigeria cannot be proud of Nigeria. And yet you said you are there, you know how to play politics, and yet we have they say we have over 130 million people living in abject poverty. Not even in abject poverty, multi-dimensional poverty. But believe you me, that is the statistic. It's more than that. From our statistics, maybe they say we have about 210 million. They say over 200. Let's say 220 million for the benefit of the doubt, just for explanation sake. Let's say we are 220 million. Believe you me, people who are into poverty are like 100 and even 200 million. You can just leave the 220 million, maybe, those who are rich, those who are the middle class. Of course, people are saying there's nothing like a middle class. And those who are poor, maybe those who are maybe average or something. But those who are poor, believe you me, they are up to 200. In no be this Nigeria. There was a time, statistically, that we were told that in banks, that those who have a 500,000 naira, 500,000 naira, they are not even up to 5%. So what do you have to say? So that 130 million poor people, they are more than that in the real sense. If they can tell you 130 million, you know that it's more than that. So guys, that is just my own take. This guy is trying to say, Soludo does not know what he's saying. All of them, they don't even know what they are doing. This idea of you don't respect the host community is what it infuriates me. Who are the host community? If you're talking about outside Nigeria, it's a different thing. In as much we are in Nigeria, anybody can live anywhere. And at the end of the day, who is giving anybody money? Who is doing anybody favor? That I'm giving you house, I'm housing you, I'm giving you money to trade. It's not there. So what are we talking about? It's all about give and take. And I hate it. Somebody wants to push me under the bus, or to just you know, to try to lord it over me, I wouldn't take it. Even if you are giving me anything, just keep it there. It is even it is the other way around. It is the so-called Igbos that are even giving more than this thing. If you know that you are talking about equity, let all the seaports be around the country. Let everybody go there and do their own thing. So guys, let's hear your opinion and have your take on this.